think this is working. It looks like it is. Hey, hello T-Rex. Can you hear me okay? Is the sound good? And someone put in the chat if the sound is working. Okay, excellent. Good. Thank you, T-Rex. We'll just give people a few more minutes to join. Actually, I don't even have the time. Let's check my phone. Because we don't want to leave anyone out. Hello, Web Shooter. Thank you for joining. Hello, CG. Good to see you. Just giving people a few minutes just to join, and because I don't know if I know someone was just live just now. Ethan was just live about an hour ago, so I figure I'll let people go to the toilet and stuff like that before they've got to come to my live. We might get the dog join us as well. I can hear his claws moving around upstairs. Sometimes he comes down and just like other people with pets, he'll probably just lay in front of the catch box. How's everyone doing anyway? Right, well, it's pretty much on time. So thank you everyone for joining this. As you know, I'm very new to the community. So I feel the love getting accepted and people joining to watch this. Um, if you saw my intro, you see I've already got a few slings and got a little bit of a setup. But part of the main point of this live stream is this. So uh, I got this on Wednesday, I think, and it has been killing me not actually opening this. Yep, that's right, T-Rex. These are, and if anyone makes a comment and I don't respond, this is my first live. I'm getting used to like reading the comments and everything on the screen. If I miss your comment, I will look back afterwards and I'll answer any questions people have. But yeah, excuse me if I don't answer the question directly on the chat. So yeah, this is the package that arrived on Wednesday, and it's been killing me to open this because we'll go into that in a little bit. We'll just jump around a few other things first. So one of the things I forgot to show you in the intro was my little pickup stick. So this is, and I'll probably do a little tutorial to make this, but it's not hard. This is, my kids done karate when they were younger, and this is just a bow staff from there. And this is the magnet. These are the ones I'm talking about that come out of the hard drive. So these things are crazy strong. Let's throw them in there. So I've got my pot here. So I'm going to have to do it on the floor because else I'm going to hit the ceiling. But if I just put that down, just to show you how strong these things are. Oh, we've got a couple of drops. Let's give it a little tap. Get the worst ones off there. These things are nuts how strong they are. I'll just put that to the side because the other tutorial thing I was going to do at some point, don't worry, I am going to get to the unboxing in a little bit, was the bracelet. Now, I don't have the bracelet here. I must have left it upstairs. So if you bear with me a minute, I'm going to go on quickly. Did I leave it up there? No, I didn't, actually. So here's the bracelet. I can show you it up close. So see, there's that curve, because it comes as a curve. You could sort of shave it down. But this is the bracelet that I use for shooting. And all it is, it's just paracord. I've done a cobra weave. And I just literally glued a one of the magnets onto it. So give me a second just whilst I get this. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to use this today just because it's a bit of a struggle. As I noticed after making it, I'm going to do another one with just the basic black clips. So I'll wear that another day. And as I say, I'll do a tutorial on it just so people can see how it's made. Because I do have... Now, this, I just fell in love with it when I saw it, because I know a lot of people use like hip bags. Hey there, Ethan, just saw your name come up. I know most people use like the rock climbing bags or stuff like that for their ammo. Get a load of that. So let's click that on. Just I've got my little ammo pouch. I'm going to have to stand back. I don't know if it shows up. There. As soon as I saw it, I loved it. I had to get it. So let's jump over to one other quick thing before I start the whole unboxing. And that would be, because people usually ask me, I know people say that on YouTube all the time, no, absolutely no one has ever asked me where I got the LED lights from. So you've seen the catch box. You're going to see it again in a little bit today because I'm going to do some shooting just to prove that I can shoot. Not well, but I can shoot. So these are the ones I got. And I can't remember. I either got these off of Temu or AliExpress. And in Canadian, they were like $13. And all it is, you get 2 reels of LEDs, a plug, and the LEDs are on a strip and you just peel the back off. It's like a big sticker. So yeah, that's all I've done for my catch box. I had the box anyway from archery. I just drilled a hole, threaded it through, and just literally stuck the LEDs around. It's not difficult. I'm not affiliated with any company. I'm not trying to sell anyone anything. It's just if you're, oh, how did he get those LED lights in there? Just if anyone's at, you might have seen these anyway in other stores, but if you didn't know, you can use your phone to change the settings, or you get that a really bad little remote control that sometimes works. But I know what everyone else is here for, so we can start off with, or let's get to it, to the unboxing. Here's my trusty Kershaw. Sorry, I don't have Spyderco kind of money, so it's just going to have to be the Kershaw for now. But I like Kershaw knives. It might be that, you know, when you get something and there's like lots of different brands and you get like all kinds of different brands of the same thing, like knives, there's so many out there. I think you always kind of get that attachment to the first one you get. So it isn't entirely true because the first knife I ever got was a Swiss Army knife when I was a kid, but enough of that. So we're opening this box, and just to give a little history, so I'm going to do a recipe thing here, and what I mean is, you know, when you're looking up a recipe, of late I was craving something from England called bread pudding, so I went on my search and I searched for bread pudding recipe, and you go to the web page where it is, and instead of it being a recipe and then the instructions, they give you like the history of every ingredient and they talk about it for like 3 pages, and you're like, just get to the recipe. That's all I'm here for. So I'm kind of going to do that with you. Sorry, but yeah, so the box is nearly open, but to give you the history why this box kind of means something to me. And there are all these things are starting to mean things, but and just a quick hello everyone else who's just joined. Just a quick, I'm new to this, so if I miss your comment, please forgive me. Like, I'm trying to look at the comments and everything at the same time. But this package, so when I first got into slingshots, I started off watching ATO, which I don't know if Mark's here, but I wanted to give him a little thrill. Because in one of his videos, he said he'd get such a kick if he saw someone on YouTube wearing his gear. So I don't know if you hear Mark, but modelling. Do I get a modelling fee? There. So if anyone was wondering, yeah, I did order it. It came fine from wherever it ships from. It took just over 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a couple of days. So it wasn't too bad. But back to this. So when I first started, as I said, I started watching Mark's videos and a few others. And once I joined the groups on Facebook, it was this maker that caught my eye. And yeah, I know I've seen him in here. So Hillbilly Slings or Rick. I don't know what it was. It's something about that, like old timey. I just found this in my grandpappy's barn kind of look about it. I fell in love with it. So my first few slingshots I got as an adult. I already showed in my intro. Today I'm going to be shooting in a little while after this, going through what's in here. I'll be going with my the one that I've forgotten the name of. The Scout, sorry, the Scout LT. So I'll be doing a few shots with this. I'll put the lights on and everything. So I started off with that because I just want to get something simple. But when I saw Rick on Mark's channel, that was like the nail in the coffin. Like, he just seemed like that really great guy, great person. It's like, okay, I'm eventually going to be buying slings from different people, but I feel like I need to get some of his now. And I think Rick, I don't know if you want to say or admit it, but you probably got to the point where you're like, I just want to get this package out of here now. Because I think I started off with 2, and then I added another one. And then on the day that he was going to take it out and ship it, I added another one. So there's 4 frames in here. And I think in the end, he probably just wanted to say, like, just get this in the post, because he's just going to keep adding another one and another one. So here we go with this. I'm going to try and angle it so that we can all see together exactly what's in here. Right. So I can feel in there. So there's one. That's nice. So it's like a little canvas sack, but it looks like it's put a print on there. Let me move one of these windows. So I'm not using a phone, in case you hadn't realised, like with the name Slinginerd, and I think I mentioned it in the intro video. It's a mixture of slinging and nerd. I'm very nerdy, especially with like computer equipment and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to tilt this up. I didn't realise it was not all the way up. So here's the first one. Now, as you see, I've got tattoos, got them on the back. Whenever I've got tattoos, I always like to say to the artist, like, I'll give them like a rough idea of what I want, and then I just say, right, you go with it. Like, you use your artistic expression, then we can agree and disagree on things and move things around. And I've pretty much done that with Rick as well, because he was saying, do you want this wood, that wood, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if he liked that or if he just thought that was really annoying. But yeah, I just said, I think the term I used was dealer's choice. Like, you surprised me. So I don't even know what these look like. I don't know what wood he used or anything. So this one, I can tell by the feel of it, is the Picklebilly. It is so light. It's actually surprising how light this thing is. Wow. So there's the Picklebilly, and that is, to me, a little work of art. And the little is this leather, Rick? I might not see your response because I had to sort of minimise things. Let me try and see if I can get the screen in a good way. But is that leather? There's a smell like, I'm not sure if it's leather, but I really like that. I said like in the video previously, like this is all about Rick's frames, but I love it just like getting all these little things. I don't know, they just give me a good little feeling. Give me that little dopamine hit. But yeah, it does smell of like that woody smell, which I kind of miss. Like I think I was chatting with Rick. I've like chatted with him for a while now, and like I said, oh, my dad was a carpenter, and when I first left school back in England, I worked with him. So like I sort of my first career thing was a carpenter. But this is so nice, so well done. Hopefully this shows up really well. It looks like it is. And there's this little burnt in. Now, just so you know, I'm not going to be banding any of these up because I got all this other stuff. I've got to make some bands for these, and I wanted to measure the like the forks to get a nice one. But that, to me, is a thing of beauty. Like I say, coming from history and carpentry, that is such good work. That is excellent. The only regret I have holding this in my hand now, honestly, is not getting two of them. But you got the clip one now. I did see that, Rick. I do want to get the clip. Hello, Andy. So you've just joined. So I probably will, if you're still doing them, Rick, in September. I've got 2 weeks off in August, and I can't spend money on sling stuff for a month because I've got to take the kid to the medieval fair and things. So I've got to be good. So there's the first one, the Picklebilly. Put that somewhere safe. So it looks like I can just have this off to the side and pull things out because I can't just look in the box and see. So this has got like a little wooden, is like riveted on a little wooden HBS on there. I love that. Good work on that, Rick. Like that's really good. I really like that. So this is, and Rick, you're probably going to have to tell me which one's which because, as I say, like I literally said, like do your worst. If you feel like you want to burn it, then burn it. If you want to, like whatever you want to do, it's dealer's choice. So Rick, can you help me out of which body this or which frame this is? Again, a great piece of work. That one's actually like it goes in the HBS. But yeah, this like there's like a little sort of divot. It's almost like hit it with a hammer, but left in. Just in case anyone's like, oh, well, I don't want that on mine. Like, this is, as I said, this is what I said to Rick. Like, if you want to hit it with a hammer, if you want to dent it, if you want to scratch it up a bit, like, do that. I want it to really look like that. I found this in a barn kind of thing. Oh, there we go. So that's the boot heel. So that should be really nice. Now, see, I'm probably going to do a live. Probably going to band all these up and then do a live tomorrow. Right. So we have an orange box, and I know a few people probably know what this is because I know Mark got his a little while ago. It was funny because I've been watching out for Mark, like in on Facebook and stuff. Like, am I going to get it before him? Because Mark's in Canada, but he's way over the other side. I know he's said the place where he is, so he's mentioned it a few times in his videos, Montreal. So he's way over on the east coast. I'm in Calgary, Alberta, which is nearly on the west coast. We've just got British Columbia, and then it's the sea. So we've got ourselves a nice little sticker, and let's open this baby up. Again, I'm going to tilt this so we literally see this at the same time. Right, let's make sure we all see it at the same time, and there we go. That, you can smell the machine oil. I'm assuming that's machine oil that I can smell, but oh, it just wafted out straight away. So I've got my Allen key, and here we go. Let's put this nice box to the side. And that one, I know this one, Mega Billy. That is, if you like a heavy frame, yeah, I wish I had a pair of scales here just to like actually weigh it. Like it's nice heavy. Like I'm a big guy. I'm just over 6 foot, 250 pounds. But hopefully that 250 is going to go down a bit. But this feels like if you like me, if you've got big hands, this feels like you're holding a slingshot. It feels really nice and looks amazing. Again, I'm gonna collect these. Again, we've got like a few little there's a few little dent bits here, and again, like I asked him to do that. I just said, just have at her. Do what you think it should. Oh wow! I just noticed that, Rick. So he's got the little tag thing on here. And for anyone who's just new to this, like I've been on the forums and joining like the live streams as Paul Webber, and he's just engraved PW on the back of this. That is like that gets you in the feels when someone does something like that, just however small it is. And I think we're seeing this in the community of late. Like we know that there's people out there that have needed help over the last couple of months, and everyone's kind of banding together. It shows that everyone's got heart and passion about this, and that's why I love this community, even though I'm still, as I say, pretty new to it. But a little touch like that, to me, tells me that Rick is the kind of guy that's like, even though this is just like whatever, 30 seconds to do this, this is something that would be exciting. And I just noticed I've got this sticker still on this t-shirt, just to prove that it's new. I've still got the barcode sticker on it. Sorry about this. I just glanced down and I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah, so here's the Mega Billy. Again, like if you're of small hands, I don't know, but I've got very big hands. Like as you see, it's still sticking out the end, but that is a thing of beauty. See, now I'm really regretting not getting bands ready because like these things are gorgeous. So let's see. Okay. So there is things in here. I've got 2 bags left. So I ordered 4 frames. Anyone who struggles with math like I do on a Saturday afternoon. So I've done 3 and there's 2 bags here. So we're going to see what's in those. So you probably saw this from the few people that have already received, but let's have a look. Hillbilly Slings for manufacturing and distributing perfectly imperfect slingshot frames. That describes why I loved it. In Facebook when I first saw it, you've put it so perfectly. It's perfectly imperfect, and that's, as I say, what I love. I'd love to. I could go out with one of these frames, and someone would be like, "Oh, did your dad have that frame? Oh, it must have been in the family for years." And I like received it like 2 days ago. I love that. Coming again, sorry. I have ADD. My brain goes all over the place sometimes, but I always try and come back to where I was. But so let's go with this. So manufacturing and distributing perfectly imperfect slingshot frames. You couldn't have put it better, Rick. Hillbilly HQ is located in Washington State, USA. His gang is spreading quickly. Frequent time on Facebook under his name. These products are one of a kind and never 100% duplicated. Now, it's interesting you put it that way, Rick, because I don't know if you remember how it started, and I mentioned it earlier when you were on ATO's channel. And one of the comments I put in is, how do I get a Hillbilly custom? Because to me, and I think you said, oh, I'm not an RVA, so like it's not $300 slings. But in my brain, it was like everything is custom because there's never going to be another one like these. Even if they ask for the same wood and every measurement, there's never going to be another one like these. Even if they ask for the same wood and every measurement, there's never going to be another one like these. the wood grain is going to be different. Like all those little imperfections are all going to be different. So that's the way I look at it, and almost like what I'm starting a collection because it's every single one is unique and it's just mine. So I will frame that. I know I'm a big guy, shaved head, beard, and that, but yeah, I do have a heart. I do like these kind of things, so I will be framing that. So let's have a look at these last two bags. Right, so in there I can see there's not a frame, and in here I can feel there is a frame. Now this one, funnily enough, the way I've opened these is the order that I probably ordered them in. Because I wanted everyone's going crazy for the pickle forks, and it's like, well, I'm going to get one because not today. I've got to ease into it a bit, but at some point I'm going to get to that. But this was the last one I asked for, and it was because I was on Facebook, and you know how Facebook, it never does anything in order. It just kind of throws out random orders of things. So it came up in a post, a picture that Rick had made on Facebook, and I don't know how long ago, it was like probably a month ago, and it was a picture, and I was like, oh my god, I've got to have one of those. I also think ATO, he was having one of his Sunday morning coffees, and the guy, I can't remember who it was, but someone mentioned the Rougarou, and it's like when it was kismet. It was like, well, I'm looking at this thing on Facebook while I'm sort of watching this video, and this guy just mentioned it, so it's like, okay, let's add one. And that is, Rick, you couldn't have done a better job. Even if you tried, you couldn't have done what I wanted any better. And I'm not just saying that because, like, one of the things I said with Rick, I told him, burn it. Like, I want this thing roughed up. Like, again, like that whole old-timey, found in a barn somewhere. So he's done like one of the things I liked on his, I said, was like those little scratch marks, like the counting the days kind of thing. So that the burn doesn't smell. I did wonder if it would smell burnt. It does a little bit, but yeah, like there's little scratches, little bangs and dings in there, and as I say, like here on the back near the pin. Now again, I just want to iterate in case people are watching going, well, I don't want that on my slingshot. This was those few instructions that I gave to Rick of like what I want out of these slingshots was beat it, batter it, make it look old, and that is just perfect. And I am a right hand hold. And that's nice because you've got the one curve on one side, and it feels a bit weird talking to everyone because you've probably all seen these anyway, and you've probably had a Rougarou for like years. But to me, this is like the big kid in me, like that gets excited. It's like the Christmas time thing. So that is spot on because I have big hands, like, as you can see. But that, I'm definitely going to be making some bands after this. So the Rougarou, I'm going to have to make a lot of bands after this. So we have, and this is that thing that makes me smile, gives me that dopamine hit. Just like, and I've seen I've seen Lee join under my sling ting. Thank you for joining. I got Lee to do my Freddy Krueger frame, and because he put like a couple of little stickers and that in, I don't know, I'd always just get that. Oh, that's really nice. I got this extra gift. It's like Christmas going into your stocking, and it's like you got your presents, but you just don't know what's in the stocking. There's all these little fun things. Oh, so that, I don't know if I mentioned it to Rick, but I'm a big paracord person. So that is excellent because you could wrap it around your wrist and use it as a wrist sort of lanyard, or literally just have it around your neck. And because it's got a clip, a little lobster claw clip, so I could put like anything, as long as it's got like a keyring loop or something on it, I could put anything on that, like a magnet or something like that. I tend to like my bracelet, but that I'll be able to hang like one of these around my neck, and no, I might get caught. And so, right, there is still more stuff in here, and then I'm going to turn and actually show you guys that I can shoot. And here come the stickers. These are actually really good quality stickers. Because that was one of the first things I said to Rick as well. Like I love the um, I love the logo, and asked him how he got it. And funny enough, how he got his is the same way I got my logo. Which is it showing up? Yep, it's up in the top right hand corner. So sorry, I've got a TV on over there. Not because like I'm a big egomaniac. I just want to make sure that things were actually streaming correctly. So I've got a couple of those with his logo. Oh, and two more, but they're like sepia. It's the same again. Oh, and then a third one of the normal one. Now, the thing with nice stickers like this, and this is all positive, like I love them, but I just never want to use them because it's like if I stick them somewhere, then eventually that thing will like it will deteriorate the sticker, and I don't want to use the stickers because they're so like. But I will, as I've got a few. So Rick, you must have read my mind with that and given me a few, so I can actually put one or two up. I'll put them on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do because I've got this catch box like, and it's wood frame around the edge. Anytime I buy stuff from anyone, and if I get a sticker, I'm going to put it around the catch box. So then anyone ever looking can just see all the slingshots and all the companies that I've ever bought from. See, I always have these ideas. My brain's always working. There's a few more things in it. Oh, we've got a little target. So what I could do to that is if I go to one of these tournaments, what I'll do, Rick, I'll use that lanyard and I'll put the target on there. You never know. With my sense of humour, I might upset some people and they might just want the target. So thank you for that, though. That is going to go in my catch box because at the moment I put all my little targets in there so that I can easily swap them over. So I'm going to pop that to the side. There's just a couple more things. I'm going to tip these out because it's getting too hard to reach in. Again, these little bags. Love them, Rick. Like, absolutely love these little canvas bags. So two more things. Right, another little target. A little bit bigger than the other one. Oh, sorry. So just in case I was holding the other one down a bit low. Sorry, I was trying to get the camera so that you can see my face. So a couple of little targets there, which would be good because I do plan. I know people are playing horse, and I do plan on doing that. I'm just trying to get everything set up properly because I'm not using the YouTube app. I'm using other software and a laptop and all stuff like that. Won't bore you with the tech details. But we've got this. So it says bag tag peel off. So actually, what I'm going to do is share it with you. I'm going to point this at the camera. I'm just going to see if I can get the corner. And then I'm going to point it to the camera and we will all see at the same time. Just trying to find an edge to grab. So thank you everyone for joining me for this like little Christmas thing. And I just want to say, just while I'm doing this, I do appreciate everyone for accepting me in the community. This is honestly, like anyone joining here and stumbling on this, it is totally true. Like everyone in this community is just so accepting. You like just help anyone out, and I feel like I'm part of the community already, even though I still have to tell myself I'm really new to this still. I still don't know so much. So there we go. There we go. I've got the corner off. So I'm actually going to peel this, as I say, so that we can all see it at the same time. That sounds like it's tearing a bit. There we go. And I can see it in the camera. I've got it on mine. So there we go. That looks like one of the sepia kind of logos. And I am going to put that on my bag and have it on there with Pleasure Rick, because I work at home most of the time, but the company I work for likes us to go in twice a week, so I have a laptop bag, so that is going to go on there. And yeah, I will definitely tell everyone that I can about Hillbilly. I do have a friend sometimes comes over and she's tried out my slingshots, and so now I'll be able to make her aware of that. So there's that. That's everything that I got from Hillbilly. Just make sure that's dented in. Yep, nothing slipped under because the bottom of it is kind of like triangular. Just want to make sure nothing else slipped in. So I am going to band these up, just not now because I'm pretty slow. Again, I'm still pretty slow at the wrap and tuck and all that. It takes me a while, and sometimes I put it on the wrong way round, and then I'm like, do it the right way. So all with experience. So I'm going to be doing that later on, but I just wanted to prove a point because I noticed that all these videos I've done and I haven't shot anything yet. And I don't know if anyone's just thinking, he doesn't even know how to shoot a slingshot. He's just buying all this stuff. So I'm just going to prove that I can, and I've listened to everyone who said things and how they've said have the slingshot in the left hand. So then we need to get some ammo. I lose track because like all the Americans are like 58, 64ths and all that, and I don't know. So I just grabbed this. That's about big enough, yeah? So how do we have it? So slingshot in the left hand, and then... No, I'm not that silly. But I do know that there is one YouTuber out there, and I know people have mentioned how he has like protects his eyes, and he said to me, like, first video you do, don't forget protection. So I got the protection. I don't how I mean had a bit it's a bit slimy, like we'll do without the protection for today. We'll wing it, just hope that like nothing bad happens. Right, hopefully now this works because I have this set up, but if I do this, and let's just check, it's not showing it. So if I do this, that might be showing it now because there's a delay on what I see, but hopefully now you get a close-up of the ammo box. Can someone just confirm in the chat, because my TV that I'm watching on, can you see the catch box now? And now I'm in the bottom corner. Yay, right, I can see it now. So, this is what I was saying, like when I showed in the intro video, that I was trying to set, that this is why it took long, because I was trying to set up and like I've been wiring through like walls and getting the camera ready to do this. Again, it's the whole nerdy thing. It's not a showing off thing, it's just like I get ideas and it's like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I should do this. And trust me, there's so many ideas I've had. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to walk over to the target. So I'm going to be shooting the one on the left of your screen, and I do have earbuds in, so you can probably see me now. See, I'm over the other side. So what this does is you shoot these, and I think I showed this in my intro video. Might need to move that forwards a bit because that's going to hit. Again, this is all still work in progress. So you hit these targets. This was another thing I bought from... I'd have to check. So you can message me if you want, and I will look up the exact order. It was either Temu or AliExpress. I don't frequent those sites. It's just purely like you can get some cheap stuff there, and it's like, well, if it's going to get destroyed, I'm just going to buy cheap stuff. As you'll see in future videos, as I say, I've got some fun things. So you'd shoot the bottom 4, and then when you shoot the top one, it resets. Right, heading back now, so you'll see me over on the other screen. There we go. So just a little bit, if anyone's seen the tattoos, like I'm into, and I'm not going to go preachy, religious or anything, but I'm into Buddhism, meditation, stuff like that. And there's a thing that you do there called, like you meditate on your breath. You breathe in, breathe out, and if you start thinking of things, you've got to go back to the beginning. So the reason I got these targets is for my target practice. What I'm going to try and do is do 1, 2, 3, 4 along the bottom and then reset. But if I do 1, 2, and then I miss 3, then I've got to hit the top one and reset everything again and start from scratch. So yeah, I'm using my Scout at the moment. So let's see how we do. I do have a spare band set ready just in case. Oh, that was 2. And now I can try and keep an eye on the chat as well, like other people do. So now I've got to reset. Nope. I'm not doing very good, am I? Because like, I did say, oh, just to prove I can shoot, and then I miss everything. So it's not doing very good, is it? It's sort of, in all honesty, like I haven't shot for a bit, a few days, and so that's my excuse anyway. I'm sticking with it. No, I'm just not hitting. This could be one of those days, and for anyone stumbling on this video later down the line and you hear people say you just have one of those days where you just don't hit anything, this might be one of them days because I hadn't shot yet, and it might be it's either just a crappy day or because I've got like these little earbuds in, because my anchor point is like, I don't know what you call it, that little triangular thing at the front of your ears, that bit of cartilage. I put my thumb right on there, and that comes from like my old archery days. That was my anchor point with archery, so it just kind of continued. But when I touch on that, the earbud's going to drop out. So I hit something, I just don't know what. So I shouldn't go hunting anytime soon. That would be a worrying statement to make, wouldn't it? If I was hunting squirrels, or it hits something, I don't know what. Yeah, I'm not doing very good with this thing at all. Let me just switch over. Just before, I don't want to quit too early, but this has been my go-to for a while now. Maybe I should have just grabbed this, but this is the Wasp Apex Apex Plus. I love this frame. So don't worry, Rick. I will be doing a video shooting your frames, but maybe I need to brush up a bit first. Holy shit, that came back at me. I need some more dampening, or these are the bands that came with the slingshot. I am just missing everything. So anyone want a game of horse? If you've got low self-esteem and feeling a bit down today and you need a boost, just ask me to play horse. It will come. But I don't care, it's all fun. And that's why I've joined this community and why I'm shooting. It's all for the fun of it. There we go. I got the reset. So I'm just going to try one more. If people are thinking, oh, I just want to go and have a cup of coffee, I'll wrap this up after the next couple of shots. But I do appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate that everyone's help. People I've spoke to have just always been so cool. So let's just go. Oh, I clipped it, the number 1. So let me just try and flip that number 1. And obviously I do need the practice. Right. I think I'll call it on that, because this could just be one of those days where I'm just not hitting anything. But I appreciate everyone for joining. And I guess one thing to